Ricardo, California, here in Malvern, Pennsylvania. It's a sunny August day, actually a little bit of an overcast August day. I don't know if there's cicadas or some sort of cricket out here, but they are filling the neighborhood with just the sound of nature, which is pretty incredible. Now, I am at the set of The Lovely Bones, which just came out, I believe, in 2009. It was a Peter Jackson film, and we know him as a great director for many other films, including, of course, The Lord of the Rings. This particular movie was a thriller, right? It was a story about a girl by the name of Susie Salmon. His father was Mark Wahlberg, and then the wife of Daniel Craig, Rachel Weisz, wonderful actress, were the parents. And it's a story about a girl that was duped by a neighborhood man to go into this makeshift, like, underground fort. And unfortunately, she went in there and met her demise. He was trying to say it was a clubhouse for the kids, but he actually took her life, played by Stanley Tucci. Incidentally, Stanley Tucci was very kind of reticent of playing the role because he didn't want to play the part of a serial killer. But he did such an amazing job, very believable, very antisocial, very much of a psychopath. This neighborhood looks pretty much the same as it did back, I believe, in 2009. I think it's one of the best artsy thriller films probably of the last quarter century. One of the great things about this film was not only the acting, not only the CGI and the graphics as we're kind of going into the afterlife of Susie Salmon and how she's trying to connect with her family, but she cannot. She can only kind of be present and they can feel her presence, but unfortunately her life was taken. I believe it was Therese, the Irish actress, did just an incredible job. This was taking place, and it pretty much looks the same as it did, as it was supposed to be taking place in 1973. The movie really had just the ability to pull you into the movie. At times, I felt like I was literally in the Salmon home and looking at Mark Wahlberg as he's kind of in a complete state of chaos as his younger daughter was taken by this man. The movie had such gravitas. It really just pulled you in, and I really appreciated the work that Peter did on this film. The music obviously was incredible, and I also felt that one of the things that a lot of people don't think about, I mean, as far as going to a movie, is film locations. A lot of times, of course, we're going to go in there and say, hey, is this worth my money to go see this type of film? Is it going to be great? Is it going to be just kind of blasé? Is it an offshoot of something else? No, it was really unique in the way that they did that. Mark Wahlberg, Rachel Weisz, Therese, the Irish actor, they all did amazing, amazing jobs. But the film location, I'm here at another event in Newtown, Pennsylvania. I drove about an hour to get here. I looked it up on Google, and I'm just kind of like humbled to be here because that's an historic movie house back there. It really, really is. I mean, how often do you get to go to the film locations? If you're on a vacation, and a lot of times people will go to different places, and they'll I'm in Pennsylvania, so yes, I went and saw the Liberty Bell. Yes, I saw the Rocky location at the Rocky Steps. There's 72 steps there in Philadelphia. I went and saw where the Declaration of Independence was signed and ratified in that particular house. All were humbling places, both from a historical and from a historical movie perspective. But I went off the beaten path. I said, I'm going to come here and check out this house. Now, I'm going to be respectful to the owners. I'm not even going to go on the sidewalk. We can see where the house is. But it is just an incredible place. Not to the left of me, and I'm showing you kind of picture on picture, is the Stanley Tucci house. I mean, everything was filmed in proximity. I'm always interested with the location scouts, how they kind of come out and they film these places. Like, how do they come to the idea, like, we're going to come to this neighborhood where they could have gone to another neighborhood? They didn't. They came to this neighborhood. And I think it's perfect because it's around the corner, and then the next house where Stanley Tucci lives, literally across the street. What a beautiful neighborhood. It's any town America, but it's just so lush and green, and it's just a beautiful place. So, next time you come out to Pennsylvania, could you be California? There's plenty of film locations in California. Wherever you are in the world, if you're a movie buff, look up, where could I possibly see a beautiful film location? All you got to do is Google it. And it could be, sometimes you're like maybe an hour away, but if it's your favorite movie and it's 2 hours away, maybe it's worth coming to see. I mean, sometimes we go on a vacation, we're on a business trip, and you might not be going back there again because it might be not on the bucket list, but you can turn it into a bucket list trip by going to places that are you wouldn't think about. So it's really important to just make the effort when you do go on a vacation, when you do go to a place. Say, hey, what was filmed there? What might be something that I might be interested in? I mean, literally, I passed by Valley Forge. So when you go on a vacation, there's so many nuggets and places to see. Today, here I am more of on a business trip for the Ricardo show, and as soon as I found out that I was going to be here in Pennsylvania, I started looking. Almost went up to Lancaster, but didn't have enough time on this trip because I would love to meet some of the Amish people and try the food and check out, look at their shops and their woodwork. There's so much to see. You have no clue until you really invest the time. I remember when I was in England, I wanted to see where Abbey Road was, and I saw a lot in England, but I thought Abbey Road was in Liverpool, where the Beatles are, the Fab Four, but no, it was in London. I had already left, and I was at the Beatles Museum. I'm like, I totally gapped it. So next time you go on a trip, check out film locations. I don't think you'll be disappointed. It's kind of a humbling experience because this is where all the action happens. That's kind of what put this particular neighborhood on the map. So if you haven't seen Lovely Bones and you want to see a good thriller, you're in for a treat, but it keeps you on the edge of the seat. Incredible acting, incredible film location. In the meantime, this is Ricardo, California, wishing you a good day from Malvern, Pennsylvania. If you like what you saw today, please subscribe, and you're going to get some more great episodes. Thanks again.